For another reading, and I'd like to bring you a special today of Dr. Seuss's Wacky Wednesdays, and to give you a little history of Dr. Seuss. Today, March 2nd, he would be 117 years old today. One of the most well-known people in the children's books because he taught everybody how to read and how to count. So I'd like to honor him today by reading Wacky Wednesday. It all began that shoe on the wall. A shoe on a wall shouldn't be there at all. But then I looked up and I said, oh man, and that's how Wacky Wednesday began. I looked out the window and I said, gee, more things were wacky, and I saw 3. I went down the hall and I said, hey, 3 more things were wacky today. In the bathroom, more. In the bathroom, 4. I began to dress. Then I said, wow, 4 more things were wacky now. I looked in the kitchen, I said, by cracky, 5 more things are very wacky. I was late for school, I started along, and I saw that 6 more things were wrong. And then 7 more. And the Sutherland sisters, they looked wacky too. They said nothing is wacky around here but you, as she has her head floating above. But look, I yelled, 8 things are wrong. Here at school, nothing is wrong, they said. Don't be a fool. As you can see, things are getting much more strange throughout this book. I ran into class, I yelled to Miss Bass, look, 9 things are wacky. Right here in your class, with an old man and people standing on people's heads and people without heads, teacher on roller skates. Nothing is wacky here in my class. Get out, you're the wacky one. Out, said Miss Bass. I went out the school door. Things were worse than before. I couldn't believe it. 10 wacky things more. Giraffe in a hole, and flag with the colors in the wrong place, and people walking alligators. Then I counted 11. Then 12 worse things. I got scared and I ran. I ran and knocked over Patrolman McGann. I'm sorry, Patrolman. That's all I could say. Don't be sorry, he smiled. It's that kind of day. But be glad, Wacky Wednesday will soon go away. Only 12 things more will be wacky, he said. Just find them, and then you can go back to bed. So he started to look around and see a floating pig with no feet, an airplane on the highway, many different things he could see that were wrong. Wacky Wednesday was gone when I counted them all. And I even got rid of that shoe on the wall. So behind this story, no matter how wacky things can get, if you point them out and you address them, you can correct them, and it will only last for a little while. So no matter how wacky it is, just stick to your day-to-day and make sure that you identify them and correct them. And we'll see you here soon for the next reading. Wonderful seeing you again.